Hello my lovelies, and welcome back to Sauntering Tarot. This is your daily tarot reading for the 22nd of April 2024. We'll be using the Journey to Oz and Wonderland Tarot. It'll be listed in the description box down below if you're not familiar with it. Anyway, let's get started. Alright, my lovelies, I have all your cards out on the table. We only have 4 major arcanas, which isn't a lot. However, I will say the fact that they chose my poppy tapestry with all the pastel colors and the poppy flowers on it for this particular deck, because let's face it, it's the Journey to Oz and Wonderland. And in Oz, the Wizard of Oz, you do see a poppy field is hilarious. Sorry, my ancestors kind of like synchronicities and little nuances like that, so it's there. I just had to mention it just because, well, it's fun. Okay, the best part of our day, we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. The Knight of Swords in the reverse. The Knight of Pentacles. The Five of Cups in the reverse. The Fool. Temperance, and we have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. Okay. You may feel a little hindered today. And as much as there's distractions, there's hindrances, there's obstacles, and that can make it very confusing on what way to go, especially when it comes to freeing yourself. It is possible, if you think about it. I know this is the Knight of Pentacles, but the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck, and he has a tendency to hold still until he's sure of something, or he's thought it all out enough, he knows what's going to happen, and if it's beneficial to actually move. Planner, strategy, very slow, conservative, yes, very cautious, but very sure-footed in certain situations. So we may not be thinking very quickly. In fact, we might have a lot emotionally going on today with distractions and everything. So to switch gears and to overcome obstacles and roadblocks to free ourselves here, we may be very slow going. So extra breaks, taking our time. You might take the scenic route, but hey, you'll get there. We do have the Fool card on the table. So don't worry quite so much about failing or your time in executing things. It's all about balancing what you can do without overwhelming yourself, without overburdening yourself, by making it easier on yourself. So this is actually a day where you have to give yourself some grace. You have to be like, okay, I've got some anxiety, screwing with me today. I may not engage sociably so much. Or if I do, I might be a little slow to respond to anyone who wants to speak to me. This might be a day where you might be a little slow to roll out of bed even. But that's okay. Allow yourself some grace and realize it's not as bad as it seems, and you can move at your own pace. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles always moves at his own pace. And I know a lot of readers are going to tell me, yeah, but he's the slowest knight in the deck. He never moves at a decent pace or any pace at all, because he's standing still in basically every single deck, or he's not even on the horse. So just remember to give yourself some grace. Forgive yourself if you need to take some extra time, if you need to move a little bit slower, if you need more clarity. If you have to deal and contend with more things just to get stuff done, it'll be okay. Okay, and then our worst part of our day, we have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Tower in the reverse. We have the Three of Wands. And then we have the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, finding your equilibrium, the Temperance card that I just showed you, finding that balance, being able to meet the energy where it is or where everyone else wants your energy to be is going to be really difficult, especially if you are low on energy or, like I said, maybe you have anxiety or depression and you're not able to output that much energy that other people are demanding. They're wanting you to give more than what you're capable of. And that might be a little difficult, a little bit harder on you, especially if you're not realizing your own boundaries. You know, don't burn yourself out just trying to meet the demands and needs of others. Remember your own pacing. Don't overdo it. I'm not saying other people will be happy with that. I'm just saying for your own personal well-being, that this is a day where you need to be a little bit more aware of that. Okay, obstacle, or how to get over our obstacle. We have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. We have the Empath in the reverse. This is an additional card in the deck. We have the Six of Wands. The Four of Swords. The Ten of Swords. And the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, this might be a day where you're simply overwhelmed, you're exhausted, or anxiety and depression, yes, is kicking your butt and you don't know where it's coming from. But you can manage to overcome it. You can make this an easier day. It just takes some time to actually examine what obstacle is right in front of you and to clear the air and get clear on what that is and what you need to do to course correct to make it easier on yourself. That way you're not overburdened. So one thing at a time. Multitasking is probably going to be very hard today. Things with time limits, you're going to have to slow down and realize, okay, focus. What am I doing? What's all the steps do I need to do for it? How many are necessary? What order do I need to do them in? And how fast can I do it correctly? We're not half-assing something. We're being very precise, and it may take a minute to slow down, to logically think about it, and to try and focus, especially when you're faced with something that is going to be confusing and very demanding and potentially roadblock you. This is why slowing down with the Four of Swords or embodying that Knight of Pentacles energy is going to be more beneficial to you. Slow it down. Move at your own pace. Be sure of what you're doing and why. Okay. Sadly, this might be a day where you think it's never going to end. Why is this day so long? Since when did a 24-hour day have like 72 hours in it? That's an exaggeration, but to some people, especially if they suffer from depression, anxiety, or they're having difficulty with pacing in a day like that, especially for tasks, your day seems extremely long. a lot longer than normal. And it's because your perception of time and your flow with time is out of sync. Okay. Yeah, that's not the greatest, but there it is, folks. And I did add up all your cards for the sake of numerology. For those that enjoy it, everything here adds up to 116, which also reduces to 8, which is strength and power. Okay. You have power to control your own pacing. Work at your own pace. Give yourself some grace. All right. And you have the power to balance the inner and outer, to realign with that pacing. Despite demands from everyone else, you have the power to focus, to actually get everything done. You have the capability. It's just finding the self-assurance, the self-confidence, and executing it yourself. Temperance card. 6 of Pentacles. We see it over and over in this reading. It just takes a minute. Give yourself some grace. And for those of you that do like the astrology portion, Moon in Libra is opposite Venus in Aries. If you can take a break, take a break. It can be helpful. You may be more indulgent or lazy. If you can't get a break, give yourself time to get moving. And that's exactly what we see here. Sometimes we can't take a break, but we can slow down and meet the pace where we need it until we're more focused and we know what we're doing to make it through. Just give yourself some grace. Be nice to yourself today. All right, my loves, I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. And if this resonates, by all means, give me a big thumbs up. It's the quickest way to let me know that you resonate with the reading. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.